Hi, I'm Nick. I'm the groom.
Hi, I'm Rebekkah. I'm the bride.
How did we meet? I've been told that Tinder is a great place to meet new people. Um, I've been encouraged by some of my friends to give it a shot. I've never really done anything like that. So I wanted to make new friends. I was scrolling through quite a bit until eventually I found her.
How did we meet? Okay, a friend of mine who's sitting among you actually wanted to get back on Tinder and didn't want to do it alone. So she, I won't say forced, but strongly encouraged me to also get back on Tinder. Wasn't that keen, but in the spirit of camaraderie, I agreed, and that's when we met. What made me swipe right? What made me swipe right?
When I saw her account, it was pretty much what I was looking for. She wanted conversation. She wanted good laughs, things like that. I thought that would be perfect to share a lot of my dad jokes. So her pictures as well, energetic, vibrant. She had this picture of her in a humbuck, and then of course, put the two and two together. She loved concerts, she loved Korean culture, just seemed like K-pop to me. So that really stuck out, and I really like that. With all the things that she had going on with her profile, the number one thing that I really liked especially was the fact that she didn't have any duck face pictures. you know the kind.
When I came across his profile, there were actually three things that made me swipe right. The first thing was his profile was really, really short. I actually read profiles, which apparently I'm told is not the way to use Tinder. You're just supposed to look and swipe, but I read all profiles, and his was really short, only 2 lines. Can't remember what the first line was, but the second one was that he was looking for good conversation. So that was the first and probably the strongest reason I swiped. The second reason was that in one of his photos he looked a little bit chubby, so I thought he looks kind of cute and looks like he would be nice to have. The third reason, which I think a lot of people know, that I kind of like Malay guys and I thought he was Malay, so yeah, those are the reasons that I swipe right.
It's funny. A lot of the conversations that I had on Tinder, they actually think I'm Malay. What can I say? Aku berat Melayu. How was the first date? It was a bit of a smooth operation, I had to say.
This is kind of funny because I actually initiated it, or at least I was set up to initiate it. What happened was we were talking one day, and he was saying how he'd never seen the movie The Gentleman, and he said that I was like, why don't you go see it? And he was like, oh, I got no one to go with. So I also bought Bodo, and I was like, oh, why don't you just go alone?
She suggested that perhaps maybe I go watch the movie alone, and I was like, yeah, not gonna do that, don't want to do that. So she offered to watch the movie with me, and definitely I was thrilled. I also recommended that we go have dinner at a restaurant. It was this really nice Japanese place.
When I went there, I did tell him in advance that I was gonna be very nervous because we'd only been speaking for a week, and I'm usually nervous around new people, and I tend to talk a lot more than I already do. So when I got there, I think I got there right on time, and then I was at the door and I was like thinking, oh, maybe I should go in and sit down. And then I said, oh, maybe I shouldn't go in and sit down. Then I think she just went in and sat down. And I came back out and I said, maybe I should wait outside the restaurant. And then I went out, and then I was like, oh my god, what if he's already seen me come here and I've gone in and come out? So I went back.
When she arrived, I was really nervous. I tried my best not to show it, but I was really nervous, and when I saw her walking down, it kind of like time stood still for me. But sadly, as she was walking towards me and I was ready to say hi, she just walked right by me and into the restaurant. And as I kind of stood up there stunned, she came out again and she went back in, then she came back out, and finally we met one another.
So I was, of course, embarrassed. So I just stood there and I looked at him and gave him a sheepish look like.
It was definitely quite nerve-wracking, but you know, I had to keep my cool. We went in, started conversation, usual date topics, and then all of a sudden during the conversation she stopped. She stopped the conversation midway, and she was all about the music that was playing on the speakers.
Well, a lot of you know this about me, that I tend to get very distracted by the music in a restaurant. Some of you I really hate it. So when that happened, I kind of just forgot about the date and everything. I was like, I mean, of all people, they played MJ. They played MJ at a Japanese restaurant. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you know this song? I love this song, you know? And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, he's gonna think that I'm such a nonsense person, you know, who is not really paying attention and gets distracted easily. But later on, I found out that was one thing that he really liked. So, and he's the only person that likes it. So, it worked out well.
And it was Michael Jackson. She was so into it, she was singing, she was just fully focused there, and it really took a lot of the tension away. And I till today, I'm so enamored by how she is with music. She's just so passionate about it. After that, it was pretty smooth sailing all the way.
The rest of the date was, he kind of dropped his cool guy persona after that. It was a really good first date. Had a really good first date. Second date was pretty bad. Let's not talk about that.
Second date was pretty bad. We don't talk about that.
Third date was okay. So after that, we actually were both feeling a bit iffy about everything. So we had the talk and we decided we'd be much better off as friends.
And that was okay. But COVID struck and everything changed.
And I was all alone in Singapore, you know, and I missed my family so much. And I was also still grieving over someone really important to me that I just lost. It was a terribly difficult time, let's just say that. And he just kind of just stepped in, you know, this person that I've barely known for like a few weeks. He was there for me every day on the phone with me, and can't explain how amazing that was.
I was more used to texts than anything else. Video calls were huge, like, oh my gosh. But, you know, I really did I really did like talking to her a lot. It was tough, but we did it every day. We talked about everything under the sun. We watched movies, we had a lot of jokes. It was a really special time, kind of like being there for one another.
We got closer and closer, and eventually it came to his birthday, and he said that he'd never really celebrated in a big way. So I was thinking of something I wanted to do for him, you know, and the choices were limited during COVID.
But what she did really blew me away. She had this whole picnic set up, prepared for me with balloons and everything. It was really special. I still definitely remember it till today. And yeah, I was so enamored, I was so smitten that I just had to ask her to be mine, and she said yes. What happened next? It was quite a ride, filled with ups and downs for sure. But it got to a point where it really felt like it was going to be something special. So I wanted to lock it down, so to speak. I had wanted to do that on the day that we had first met, March 11th. But instead, you know, when we were enjoying our time at Marina Bay Sands,
we were just relaxing in the room. I was still grieving over my godfather that I just lost a few months ago. And we were just talking about him because that's what I would do. I would just, because Nick never got to meet him, and I would just talk about him all the time, talk about what he would do, what he would say in different situations, talk about memories about him and everything. And as we were relaxing and talking about it, we were just like thinking, like, life is so short, and you need to make sure that every moment counts, and it was kind of like the conversation was leading somewhere, but
She got a call from her Uncle Clifton, so thank you for that.
just then my phone rang and Uncle Clifton called me to wish me a happy birthday. So as I was on the phone, I noticed that Nick had suddenly gotten up and he started like getting ready really fast. And I was like wondering like what's going on, but I was still on the phone with Uncle Clifton, so I couldn't say anything. And I could hear him, that's the thing, I was like trying to say, what are you doing? And he was like, don't worry, Uncle Clifton, keep her talking, he was saying.
Because in that moment, I decided, you know what, this would be the perfect time, the perfect place. So I got my stuff, I got ready, I rushed down while she was still on the call, told her that I would meet her at the restaurant rather than taking her there.
And next thing I know, he says, I'm going to meet you at the restaurant. He left. And I was thinking to myself, this dude, he never does that.
I rushed to the jewelry store and I started looking for a ring to propose with to my love. I had called her mom and asked for her blessing in asking for Rebekkah's hand. She even helped me pick out the ring, which I really appreciated. I grabbed that, I went straight to the restaurant.
When I got up there and I walked into our table and I saw him sitting there, I don't know why, I just had this feeling like something life-changing is about to happen. Before even ordering food, another non-Nicholas thing, he asked me to follow him out to the balcony, we were at the top of MBS.
This gorgeous view of almost all of Singapore and her favorite place, the stadium.
At this point, I was like, oh, in my heart, I thought, okay, is this what I think it is? Or should I not like be so prasan and think that it is? But I was nervous. I was suddenly thinking like, oh my gosh, is this moving too fast? Or, am I imagining this? Or I just didn't know what to do. So just before we got to the roof where he was taking me to, I just said a quick prayer and I said, God, if this is where you think I should be and this is who you think I should be with, please give me a sign. I said. So true enough, we went there and I was laughing like an idiot, obviously, and he was so nervous as well. So we got to the roof. I was thinking, this is it, either he's gonna throw me off or he's gonna get down on one knee. And he did.
I got down on one knee and I told her how much I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her, and presented the ring, asked if she would do me the honor.
He told me how he felt about me, and he asked me on my birthday this time to be his. And I just looked at the view around me, and for the first time ever, my most favorite place in the whole of Singapore, the stadium, was lit up. Loads of colors, lights everywhere. And I took that as a good sign. Or they could have been warning bells, I don't know, but I took it as a good sign. And I looked at this boy that I had come to love a lot, and I said, yes. Well, there you have it. A story of us.
Now you know us a little bit better.
And why you're here today.
We're going to be answering some questions live that you've placed outside in the box.
So hopefully you've been nice. No naughty questions. Otherwise, good luck to us. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.